Hey guys, so we're going to get started in just a moment. Hey guys, hello, everybody. All right, give me 1 second, everyone. I so appreciate all of you guys for hopping on. I'm just going to pull up my notes. I have a whole bunch of notes for you guys to talk about. This is going to be an awesome show. This is going to be an amazing show. I got like 4 pages of notes, and I'm going to also let you guys know how you can actually get access to all these nuggets right here in just a second. But again, guys, welcome to the broadcast, everyone. This is going to be by far an amazing show for you to join. Today's topic is why are you not getting the right clients? Why are you not getting the right clients? So give me one moment, ladies. I'm just going to make sure that I am coming through loud and clear on my phone. If you guys do me a quick favor, if you can see and hear me, please type in a number 1 in the chat. I'll greatly appreciate that to make sure that my sound is coming in good. I got a new webcam and I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it, guys. All right, make sure I'm not freezing. Hey, April, what's up? What's up, sis? Hey, Darlene. Hey, Tasha, what's up? Tasha, I'm going to inbox you again, sis, because I got something awesome to tell you about. I think we're going to have an extension for the thing that I discussed the other day. All right, guys, thank you so much for popping in the number 1. And first and foremost, thank you to all my replayers. So tonight, what we're going to be talking about, just so you guys know, before I get into it, this is my brand new talk show called the LaunchPad. It used to be called different names, but I made a vote inside Tribe about a month ago, and you guys voted for this show being renamed and rebranded to the LaunchPad because I talk about launching. I talk about getting you guys to make more money. Yes, that's what I talk about. And that's what I share. So tonight's topic is are you not getting the right clients inside of your coaching program? Now, I want to ask you guys a quick question. Type in a number 2 if you are a coach. Okay? Type in number 3 if you're not a coach. You are a coach when you got your first client. Like I was telling one of my clients, Nina, I said, sis, when she got her very first client, I was like, you are now an official coach. When somebody transfers some money in your PayPal, sis, or in your Stripe account, honey, you're a coach. Okay. All right. Or if you're an aspiring coach, you're looking to launch your high. I don't believe in you guys launching these low ticket fly by nights programs. I'm going to tell you guys why in just a second. But if you are an aspiring coach, an aspiring mentor, and you want to really leverage and level up and launch your own program so you can stand out and brand yourself, definitely type in the number 3. Okay. Type in number 3, guys. And most important, guys, please share this broadcast. Well, I was supposed to say the S word. Pass this broadcast on. Do a watch party. Watch parties are great, guys. It's super easy and simple. If you don't know how to do a watch party, just share it on. I said the S word again. Just pass it on to your page, all right? Or get somebody in here who you feel this information will be valuable to. Okay. So listen, everyone. My name is Letitia Campbell, and I am your sales success strategist. So I passionately believe that every woman deserves the right to be financially independent so that she can design the life that she deserves. What I do is I help you package your best work so that you can launch it to the world and generate more sales online. And I do this all inside of being a head coach of the Sexy Brand Building Formula, where we turn your sexy brand into a profit-making machine. So like I said before, guys, get your friends in here, get as many people on this live as you possibly can, because this is some very important information. Who on here wants the right clients? How many of you guys want some high ticket clients? You don't want the $39 clients. You don't want the $19 a week clients. You don't want the $10 clients. Like, you want some 3,000 plus clients. Yes, that's what you want, right? And I can say that because one of my clients, and she's going to probably pop on in just a minute, she got her first 3K client. I'm so proud of her. Whenever you guys inbox me, those of you are my clients, and y'all be like, oh my God, Letitia, I just sold my coaching program. I just got a high ticket client. I literally cry because I know how it feels when I got my first 15K client. I'm telling you guys, I had chills. Once you get one, you just do it over and over and over again. It's not hard. It's harder to get a $10 client than a 15K client. I just want to let y'all know that. The amount of energy that you put into a $39 client is way more than a 15K client. I just want to let you guys know. So your time is worth it. You deserve to only work with the best people because you're going to create the best programs, the best products, the best services, right? So you want to always make sure that you are flooding your courses and all that with the best people. And there's nothing wrong, ladies. Let me tell you guys something. Can I just be honest real quick? Type in number 4 if you guys say, Letitia, if you really just want me to really show you guys some shocking statistics that I looked up about 2 weeks ago. I was reading articles on wealth. I'm also reading a lot of books on wealth and wealth management and what have you. And when I came across this article, it brought chills to my spine because I said, after reading this article, I said, you know what? I don't want that life for me, and I don't want that life for my daughters. I have 2 daughters, guys. I have 4 kids altogether, 2 boys and 2 girls. But especially for my daughters, I don't want this life. So I read this article and it said 88% of most women in America are living from paycheck to paycheck. Somebody type in, wow. 88% of most women in America, all over the USA, are living right now from paycheck to paycheck. But here's the caveat to this. But guess what percentage of that 88% is women of color? Women like you and I. You know, we see each other, right? Women like you and I. How many of us, do you think are living from paycheck to paycheck? I want you guys to run some numbers in the comments real quick because it's going to alarm you when I tell you exactly what the numbers is. It's probably not exactly what you think. Right? It's alarming. And that really woke me up. I mean, I've always been woke about my business. You guys see me, I'm out here helping you guys build courses, helping you guys make money. But that really, when I saw that just made me want to just 10x everything that I did. And you guys saw, I started to go all in on my Facebook stories. I started to go all in on Instagram stories and Instagram and TikTok and all these other platforms. Yeah. So guys, listen, out of 88% of the women in America that are living from paycheck to paycheck, 71% is women of color. That's over half. 71%, guys. That is crazy. That's crazy. So we got to really save ourselves. And I'm going to repeat this again for those of you who didn't catch that. The only way through financial independence is through ownership. Is to you actually owning your own company, your own brand, your own business, you launching your own digital products. And you guys can make anything out of a digital product. You just have to know how to price it right at an extremely good price, not a cheap price, not a low price, not a convenient price. Because I saw this one coach go live the other day and she was like, yeah, I offer $20 products because I don't want to turn down business. I was like, what? So you're doing this for the money. See, some of y'all don't really catch what these coaches be saying out here on social media. If somebody tells you, yeah, I'll offer somebody a $10 product because I don't want to lose business, then you automatically know that they're just doing it for the money. They don't want to help you. They just want to make something cute and pretty with a bow and give it to you. It's not going to give you no value because listen, y'all, how many of you guys need personal attention in order to get a breakthrough? I know I did. I know I do. I'm sorry. When I first started working with my mentor, Rhonda and Brian Swan, I had to pay $15K to actually work with him on a personal private level. Because I know myself. I know I'm a master procrastinator. I know that I don't hold myself accountable to anything because I'm so busy with all the kids and the personal stuff, right? So I need that access. I need to feel like I'm getting that premium service. So if you guys want premium coaching, you have to pay premium pricing. But if you want to hope and pray and wish that you get successful, of course, go over there with the people that charging you $19 or $39 for a master class or whatever. You're not going to learn anything. You can't ask any questions because you get yelled at. Catch that, T. I'm just saying, I'm just being totally honest with you guys, right? So listen, everyone, pass this broadcast on. Get as many people as you can in here. Like I just mentioned, what we're going to be talking about on this lovely and amazing day, it's beautiful out here in New York, is how why you're not getting the right clients, and as you guys are passing this broadcast out and get it on your pages and start watch parties, I just want to let you guys know that last night we had an amazing kickoff call for our 30-day and 30-day challenge, right? Enrollment is closed for the challenge. And those of you who are inside, if you have anyone that's probably interested, you know, to inbox me and we'll talk about it. But what really stuck out for me last night was we were talking about that comparing syndrome. How many of you guys have that compare syndrome where you're looking at everyone else and you're like, oh my God, they got a program or they got an awesome offer or they just got a 3K client. There's no way possible that I'm going to get there. One thing you guys have to understand, especially if you're ever inside of any of my programs, is that focus on where you are at right now and build from there. Don't try to compare yourself to everyone else because everyone else don't really got everything all together. And those of you who know, once you get inside somebody's program, you start to really see that, hey, they're not really who they say they are, who they claim to be. So I'm good, right? So the best thing that you could do right now is start at the level that you're at right now and work from there. That's so extremely important. So guys, let's jump into it. If y'all are ready for this content, put ready right down here. Let me see some readies in the chat here. I so appreciate you guys for hopping on as well. I'm going to be talking to you guys for about 20 minutes. I promise that I won't be on too long. That's why I got my notes up here on my screen and I got my notes right here, right in front of me. And those of you who want to get access to my notes, how many of you guys will want to get access to these notes? So I have 4 pages of notes here that we're going to go over. How many of y'all want to get access to these notes? So here's what I'm going to be doing, guys. Those of you, if you go to, I think, Teresa, if you're on here, if you could put my information in the comments and pin it. I'm going to be doing one-on-one 1-hour strategy sessions for those of you who really want to learn how to level up your business, create systems, see where the gaps are see where the gaps are at as it pertains to your revenue. I'm doing one-on-one strategy sessions. So if you go to the information that Teresa's about to put in, if you book a session, I'm going to give you these notes. I'm also going to give you access on how to build your dreamy customer. And you're going to get my live stream blueprint. This is my blueprint. It's trademarked, so you ain't going to find this anywhere else. And this is exactly what I use every single time that I go live. It just gives me structures. And as we always tell you guys, structure gives us freedom. Structure gives us freedom. All right. So I'm going to go over four things, right? 4 reasons why you're not getting the right clients. 4 reasons why you're not getting the right clients. So number 1 is, where is your dreamy customer playing? Where is your dreamy customer playing? Many of us don't know where our dreamy customers are playing, right? Someone asked last night during our kickoff call, they said, well, should I go live on my business page or should I go live on Instagram all the time? And my response is, where's your dreamy client playing? Where are they playing at? You know, because here's the thing, guys, you got to have an offline and an online game, right? If you don't necessarily have an offline game, I'm going to help you guys out with that. And I'm also going to help you guys out with that for the online game. Well, let's first talk about the offline game. What I mean by the offline game is when you're out there and you're marketing, promoting to people, you know, out there in the world as you're going along. I'm not talking about like like chasing people down to do business with, right? Your offline game is really all about you opening doors and you're engaging in conversations and you're figuring out what that particular person's problem is. And then you are wedging in what you do. You're not making an offer. You're just letting them know what you do. And I'm going to explain how I do that. Okay. So from some of you guys, you're on your offline game, your dreamy client is probably in the gym. Like some of you guys are probably, go to the gym day to day, or maybe you walk around the park like I do every day. So your dreamy client may be there, right? Or your dreamy client may be at church. I know most of you guys, y'all go to the church and stuff. Why not? You have tons of dreamy clients there. So maybe your dreamy clients at the Starbucks, right? Start the conversation wherever your audience is playing, right? So I'm gonna give you an example, right? So what I do is I only really talk to parents at my kids' school in the morning. You guys know why I do that? Like I pick them up too, but I don't get into no type of engaging offline conversation unless it's in the morning. And here's why. I don't do it in the afternoon because most of the ladies that are picking their kids up at 2:20, right? 2:30, whatever. They're like, house moms, right? And I tried that before. Most of them be like, oh, I gotta ask my husband, and I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? So normally I have open conversations with people in the morning because most of those women, they're working. Okay, they're bringing in money for themselves. So I can easily start a conversation with you. Easily. You know what I mean? Like I just helped this one lady actually leave her job and she opened up a babysitting business. She watches 4 kids. She gets $250 a week per child, depending on how old the child is. And she's good. Like she's at the school every day and she thanks me all the time. Right. So the thing is that depending on the amount of your program, having that offline conversation, offering with a core offer. I'm not talking about you having a conversation with somebody and you're saying, well, I have a $39 workshop, sign up. No, when you're having a conversation with somebody, it's all about getting them into your core offer, right? That's what it's all about. Thank you so much, Teresa. If you could pin that, that'd be awesome. So I talk to parents in the morning. I talk to parents at parent-teacher conferences because normally our parent-teachers conferences is at around 6:30, 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? So that's the perfect time. You got to have an offline game by starting conversations. And you do that when you know where your dreamy client is playing. Where's your dreamy client playing at offline? What places that you need to join or local groups that you need to be a part of to have that conversation? Hell, I know some of y'all got like a Louis Vuitton store somewhere or a high-end store somewhere. And why not walk in there and have conversation with people? Having conversations, guys, is amazing. You build so much connection. I believe in at least meeting 2 new people a day. Can you guys commit to that? Like literally introducing yourself and meeting at least 2 new people a day. That's totally fair. So now, guys, let's talk about your online game. Let's talk about your online game really quickly, guys. So you guys know that, like I said before, you have to know where your audience is playing. Everyone wants to show up everywhere on every social media platform, on everywhere. But you really got to focus and narrow in where is my audience playing and where can I get my biggest conversion rate? Like for me, it's Facebook. But for you guys, maybe you do weight loss or maybe you do cooking and you want to be a mentor to do that. And your audience may be on Instagram. Or maybe you want to work with like high-end executive career women, right? Or high-end entrepreneurs. And maybe your audience is playing on LinkedIn. The lady I'm about to have come on here, she actually is a LinkedIn trainer, right? She's amazing, by the way. Hey, Katherine. Yes, yes. So one thing you don't want to do is that you don't want to get into a Facebook group, right? To infiltrate that group and say, I'm going to make everybody in this group join my program and I'm going to like all them and be friend request all them and inbox all them. You don't want to do that because that's like dirty, like online game, right? We don't want to be dirty, right? It's awesome that you get on that business page, right? So that you can target them. You got to stop playing around on that personal page. You got to get on that business page so that you can target the right people. So when you're online, the best thing to do, and I'm going to give you guys a tip that you have to do when you're building a business on social media, It's not about just going live. Like you guys see me, I go live on this page mainly once a week. I'm not like other coaches who has to go live every single day. And you know why other coaches you see every single day on their personal page? Because they're not getting on the offense, right? They don't have funnels. They don't have a follow-up system. They don't do ads, and they're not doing bots. But they'll tell you that you don't need a funnel because they don't have one, right? They tell you, listen, don't worry about catching all those other leads, right? There's one lady I heard saw her go live. She said, oh, I have about 500 leads on my list that I haven't gotten back to. But you're going to tell me to join your program? You have a list of 500 leads that you just submitted that you can't get back to, right? They don't have a follow-up system. So how they can teach you how to follow up? And they got people that are just straggling on their list who are probably not going to do business with them, right? They're not doing ads, right? And they damn sure not doing any bots. Guys, you got to get on the offense on social media. You can't just rely on just hitting that go live button. Yes, you should go live, but that should not be your only game. That should not be your only game when it comes to social media. All right. So here, guys, pay close attention and listen. If you guys have any questions, post your questions in the comments right now, because I was just talking to somebody earlier, and how I made 6 figures in my business was I asked 1,000 questions. If you want to make money, you got to ask a lot of questions, and no question is stupid. Just want to let you guys know that. All right. So let's go over number 2. Number 2, people want their money's worth. People want their money's worth. You're probably not getting top clients is because you're playing it too small. You need to package up your best work and give people what they need. I want you guys to stop. Please type in the comments. Please, somebody type in the comments. I will never chase money again. I will never chase money again. You got to stop chasing money. Playing it small, selling $5 products, selling $10 products, that is not going to get you out of that job. I don't care if you work 24 hours a day. It's just not going to happen. Build your core offer that has your best work. You must stand in your power, ladies. Don't create cheap courses just so that you can get business. That's the worst thing to do. Make people meet you where you're at. So my course that I have is a 12-week course is $5K, right? Granted, I get people that tell me that, oh, I can't afford that. I'm not going to lower the price of my program. I'm going to hold people accountable for their success and allow them to meet me where they're at. Because when I first started working with my coach, right, I reached out to my mentor back in 2017, a week after I left my job. And I sent her a message and I said, hey, Rhonda, I'm working with this coach right now, but here's her website. Here's her information. Please tell me what you can do. And she laid it out for me. And she said, Tisha, if you want to get to the level where you want to get to and scale and get everything that you need, plus the accountability, plus the assets, the funnels, everything, it's going to cost you $15,000. And my heart almost jumped. And in trust and believe, you think that she said, okay, you know what? And since you can't afford that, you know what? Just join my $19 a week course or join my $500. No. She said $15,000. She said, yeah, $15,000. Sometimes y'all, well, not sometimes, all the time when y'all offering a $3,000 course or a $5,000 course or a $10,000 course, honey boo boo, you got to stand in that number and be assertive so that that person can take action and meet you where they're at. And it may take them a month, maybe 2 months. I was telling my clients the other day, you got to be patient when it comes to sales. That's why I'm so good at it. I'm the best at sales. I'm the queen of sales because I'm patient. I'm patient. I know you're going to work with other people and you're going to come right back to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you go ahead. You're going to come right back again. I know it because I'm good. And you guys are great at what you do. So you know that, okay, if you give somebody an offer of 3K, 5K, 10K, and they say, oh, that's too much, or I got to ask my husband or whatever, maybe about a year from now, something's going to really get them pissed off. And then they're going to see you go live and whatever, they're going to watch you and they'll be like, oh my God, I got to join Pamela's program. And then now Pamela's going to say, you know what? I know last year I told you my course was 3K. Now it's 10. Now it's 10. You know what I mean? You got to make people, don't wait for stuff because people choose to drag their feet. That's why I tell people, if you can't afford me now, you ain't going to afford me later on. You just ain't. It's impossible. Level up, guys. The higher the price, the better the client. Right? I have a membership program. I remove people out of that membership program all the time. You know why? Because if I hear people complain about something or saying, you know, I tell you guys all the time, I don't have issues or headaches from my high ticket clients. I love when you guys reach out to me, like Katherine, when she reaches out to me, needs help or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't mind stopping what I'm doing to help y'all. But for a $59 person, girl, you better go through that membership site and be good with that. And when you're ready to level up into my 5K or 10K, we can talk. Because you know what, your time is valuable, right? And so is that person, right? But at the end of the day, people got to make an investment and put some skin in the game in order to get that time, energy, and attention with you. Are you guys feeling what I'm saying? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Like I said, stand in your power. The higher the price, the better the client, hands down. So number 3, guys, number three, y'all. Let me see if y'all up. Let me see if y'all still up. Awesome, guys. Thank y'all. Y'all getting very active here. Number 3 is you have a big goal, but selling cheap stuff. Y'all, listen, be honest. How many of you guys have a big goal, but y'all selling some cheap ass stuff? And trust me, people are buying it. I buy the cheap stuff, honey. I got 4 kids to put through college and help them start their business. But hell yeah, but best believe in my business, I'm not going to sell cheap stuff. Because I got big goals. I got 4 kids to put in college. I'm an independent mother of 4. So if y'all want to leave your job fast, you need to leave it with a core offer. It's not going to happen without one. If you want to get to the top fast, you need a coaching program. Right? And if you want to start to build your communities, build your list, you need to start building your tribe. There's no easy way to this, y'all. I know a lot of people out there are going to tell you, hit the easy button. There's no easy way to this. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's all about how fast you want to get there, though. You ain't going to get there with cheap stuff. It's just impossible. How many people do you need to work with? And I want to ask you guys, you know, sort of like a would you rather question, right? Number 4, you have too many courses. Girl, stop. Some of y'all, you are a coach and you got somebody went live the other day talking about, I got 20 programs. What? 20 programs? That's too much. That is way too that is way too much. I want to ask you guys a quick question. Like, please just be honest. Just be totally honest with me. Okay. Would you rather work with just one client a month? Because on average, let me tell you this. This is what I know for a fact. On average, most clients tell me that they need to make at least $5,000 per month. 5,000 on average. When I'm first getting on a call with somebody and I said, well, how much money do you need to make every single month? They tell me I need to make at least 4K per month in order to pay their bills, replace their current income at their jobs, and live a comfortable lifestyle. Is that you guys typing me? If you're like, listen, if I made 4K per month right now in my business, I'm not going to consecutively, I'm not going to need to work. I'm good. So let me ask you guys the question again. Would you rather work with just one client a month, or would you rather work with 102 people a month? I'll wait. In order to get to 4K per month consecutively, would you rather work with one person, or would you rather work with 102 people? Because that's what a lot of coaches in this industry are doing. They're trying to flood their programs, sell them out, get 100, 200, 300, 400 people inside. But what would you rather? Your time is value, ladies. I was working with one coach and she did a class every night. I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. I love this show called True Blood. It's not on anymore, but I watched, the replays of it. You know what I mean? I don't need to be on there in class doing classes at Monday through Sunday. You know what I mean? I want to work with the smallest amount of people who I'm offering my highest ticket product to. So I can go over and watch Eric Northman on my phone. See, the reason why most women go back to a job after they launch their business, the reason why most of them go back to their job after a year, because there's no differentiation. There's no differentiation between their 9 to 5 and their business, right? Because you're in your business, you have no time freedom, right? You're in front of your laptop all the time. You're doing classes from Monday to Friday. You don't have no freedom. So most women go back to a job because they're like, hell, I got to struggle to get clients. So I might as well go back to work. So that way I could just get a paycheck and I don't have to be locked into my laptop every time. I can go to work and then get off at 5 and just have the rest of the day to myself. That's why most of y'all go back to a 9 to 5. So if you see a mentor or you have a mentor right now, and every single day of the week, if she's doing classes 5 to 6 days a week, especially on weekends, and I don't think that that's the mentor for you if you want that freedompreneur lifestyle. Some of y'all are just working too hard. You're working too hard to get these $39 clients, these $10 clients. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I ain't afraid of nobody. You're working too freaking hard to get a little bit of money. Stop chasing money. Create your best, your core offer. And I know some of you guys are sitting back and you don't know how. Listen, Therese, did you put the link in? Let me see. I believe Therese put information in so you guys can book a conversation with me so that we can talk about this on how you can create your best offer, launch it to the world, guys, and really get it out there to the people who need it so that you can work smarter, not harder. So listen, everyone, I'm going to open this up for questions. Again, like I said before, no question is stupid. So if you have a question, definitely post it below. I'm waiting for Katherine. While you guys are putting your questions up, Katherine is going to be hopping on panel with me. Hey, Kat.
Hello. How are you?
Yes, yes.
It is crazy day today.
Absolutely, it is. I want to first and foremost thank you so much for hopping on, and I'm opening the floor for the viewers to ask questions regarding the content that I just went over. But while they're thinking of questions, if you could just pop in and just let everybody know who you are and what you do.
Okay, I am Katherine Clayton. I go by Katherine, and I am the founder of LinkedIn Leverage Mastermind, where I help clients leverage LinkedIn, increase their profits, all while getting their time back.
Absolutely. And I was just telling Katherine Ann, last week when we were in class, Katherine Ann is actually inside of my Sexy Brand Building Formula course, that LinkedIn is definitely being underused by most entrepreneurs, right? And I'm so excited, Katherine Ann, when you shared with me in Facebook Messenger this morning that you got your first 3K client. How does that feel?
It feels awesome. I was excited, but I have to go with the story that I was really nervous about doing it. I had a webinar set up for 2 weeks ago before I got into the process of with the Unstoppable Family and with you and everything. And my offer at the end of the webinar was $37. Mm-hmm. And Ron was like, no, what is wrong with you? No. And I was like, he is crazy and I don't know if I can do this. And I had a ton of limiting beliefs and a ton of things that I was really scared of. But I knew deep down that I had the value to offer.
Absolutely.
So I got in the 30K in 30-day challenge. I hope all of you are in there. And if you're not, you got to wait 6 to 8 weeks. So sorry, because we have started. And the first thing that I looked into before the challenge started was that she said, read the book. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Letitia's your coach in this thing. whatever she says, jump off that cliff and do it.
Yes.
Just jump in and do it. So one of the first steps was read this book. I printed it out. My husband was freaking out because I did it on cardstock, so it'd be good forever. He was like, do you know how expensive cardstock is? I'm like, I don't care. And I sat down and I read the whole book. Now, the cool thing about that was in the very back of it was some information that I used in my coaching call or in my, my consult. And I added some of that language to the end of my regular language that I do. And guys, man, he didn't even hesitate. He was like, oh, I need one-on-one. And how much does it cost? I mean, he told me he wanted to do it. So then I got a little scared. And I did take $500 off because I got him to pay in full. I thought I'm just going to throw it out if he pays in full. Now I know that next time I won't. But so he was like, oh, if I'm getting a discount, then yeah, I'll pay you in full. So that's how it all went down. It was crazy. I was like, my husband was in here. So it was like all exciting. He turned around and he goes, see there, you can do it.
Yes, you can. And you know what I teach you guys is the strategy. You know what Katherine Ann was talking about before when she was saying that she gave that person sort of like a script. We give you guys our sales scripts, you know, because it is so hard. How many of you guys how many of you guys don't have sales scripts when you're making your offers? Type in me. You need a sales script. And we give you guys our highest converting sales script. You can't get it wrong. Even my 10-year-old can do it, right? And when she mentioned a discount, when somebody's willing to pay you multiple thousands of dollars at one time, and you say, hey, if you're going to pay in full, because we don't want to chase money with payment plans and all that stuff, because let me tell you guys something. And I've done that multiple times in the past, and people sometimes, you know, they have the best integrity, but then, you know, I got all kinds of stories. Oh, my dog died or whatever. I can't pay you this month. So if somebody's willing to pay you multiple thousands of dollars at once, of course, give them a little incentive to pay you all in full. So that's one of the things that Katherine did, right? So Katherine Ann, sorry. I gotta remember Yes. I love you so much, sis. Yeah, so, you know, Katherine Ann, you know, being inside of our 12-week program, and she's been in it for the past 4 weeks. So Katherine Ann, like right now that you've gotten your 3K client and the overall emotion and feeling that now the conversation has now started, you're getting things rolling. How is your confidence now?
You know, my confidence is really, it's great. I've been in sales before. I was in corporate. I know I can sell if I can get somebody on the phone.
Absolutely.
So my confidence has really gone really high. And again, I feel like I felt when I was in my corporate job. I can't explain how good I felt. My daughter and I volunteered today. And so we were talking about it and things like that. And we were talking about, you know, well, what happens if you get 10 of these, Mom? And then can we do this and can we do that? And so, you know, and we usually take a summer trip to the Caribbean. And this year we had to kind of scratch it. And she's like, can we start doing that again? And can we do that? And so to see, you know, one of my big things is that I really want to be a present parent because I wasn't when I was in corporate.
Yes.
And to see her eyes light up that she's going to get to do another vacation, and to see the encouragement that she gave me more positivity. And I'll tell you something else.
Go right ahead.
The fear is there because I am, and I know you say this in your tribe, I literally am building the plane while I'm flying it. I have on paper my course, but it is not done. It is not in ClickFunnels. It is nowhere but in here. And on paper, right here, you can see.
That's right.
So it is, you know, flight or die.
That's
However, I will say that script and Letitia and, you know, the mastermind has gotten me to just say, you know what, I'm going to throw it out there on that wall and see if it sticks. And I'm worth more than what I was telling myself I was worth.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Yeah, and I'm so happy you shared that, Catherine. And all of you guys are worth 3K, 5K, 10K. You're worth clients paying you at premium price. I was talking about that earlier today. Who can you find to pay you at premium price? And now, Catherine, and the fact that your daughter mentioned, well, now you can, let's say if you get 10, that's awesome. We believe in working with lesser people so that we can really give our all to them. You cannot give your all to 100 people paying you at $37. It's impossible, even no matter how hard you try. You're not going to be that, like you mentioned, Catherine, that present parent that we all want to be. I'm a present parent. I hung out at the park for 2 hours with my kids today. I almost fell asleep on the bench, actually. I'm like, oh, shoot,
yeah.
let me get up because it was so nice today. That breeze was going through. I was like, oh, geez, I felt like I was in Bali on the beach again. But it feels good to just make your best, sell your high ticket, make the best money you can make so that you can be there for your clients and be there for the people that you love. So thank you so much, Catherine Ann, for hopping on. I so appreciate you. I know you got to get back to work and work with that client and get more and more and more. So thank you so much for
Yeah, and I
joining
will
us.
say one more thing.
Go
So
right
it
ahead.
was the first call this morning. And so my next call, my whole attitude was different. Now, I wasn't rude, but when I started getting all of the, oh, I can't afford $37 and I can't afford the, I was still kind. However, in my mind, I was like, I can't deal with you.
You know
I don't
what?
even talk to you.
You know what, sis? That's an okay emotion because I do get frustrated when people can't afford $99. I do. I'm be honest. I'm your coach, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, this is $99, and I tell people who tell me no, I'm like, okay, I kick them out of my groups. I keep them off my list because if you can't even afford my low stuff, you're not gonna be able to afford the high stuff. It's just not gonna happen. And like I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, it's harder to get a low ticket client than it is a higher ticket client. It takes more work. It's not necessarily that it's hard. It just takes more convincing because it's the mindset. A mindset of a person that's going to pay you 3K versus 99 is way different. Like a 3K wants a breakthrough. They want to do the work. They're going to create a result so you can get more clients, right? They're going to stay cookie cutter to you forever, right? But the lower ticket clients, they just want to play small. Some people just want to, they buy a coaching program just to feel good about it. No matter how, they buy the lowest one and say, oh, I have a program. I have a coach or whatever. And that's just not the reality. So trust me, sis, I know the feeling when people say, you say, wait, this is $37 and you telling me you can't afford it? Okay.
Right.
I don't need, we don't need to have a conversation. We just don't. Yeah, like I tell people who be like, oh, well, I can't afford that, Letitia. I'm like, okay, well, you need to go over there with that person because I'm not lowering my prices. It's just not going to happen. I give way too much value. I mean, you and I talk every day. And I enjoy that. I don't mind. Even when you'll be like, Coach, I'm sorry for bothering me. Girl, you're not bothering me. I love you.
I feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to bother.
Ask questions. Listen, business is not common sense. I always tell people that. And those of you who are in our 12-week, I want to let you guys know is business is not common sense. If you're not asking questions, your bank account is never going to grow. Never sit there in your festering pit and feel like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. You have that lifeline. That's something that's so important. So we have a question. Let me, if you don't mind, Catherine Ann, I want to get this question in real quick. April asks, what if you're not sure of what to do a course on? We help you with that. Absolutely, April. When it comes to you initially figuring out what type of course you want, that's a personal question you got to ask yourself. What is your passion? What area do you want to help someone get a result with? Right? What area? I don't know what I'm good at. You do know. You just got to give your brain a moment to work. I like to help people, but I'm not sure of exactly what to help them with. I feel that a lot of times we don't know how to serve others because we're serving the wrong people. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. A woman of color, I know exactly what it is. We all into serving our spouses, our kids, and all that is great. But we need to sit and have that clarity moment and ask ourselves, in accordance to your experience and your expertise, where do you fit in the three top industries? The top three industries, the top $3 billion industries right now is health, wealth, and relationships, right? So for you, April, where do you fall in line? Do you fall in line with health, wealth, or relationships, right? And then you got to pick your sub your sub niche, right? Which is where in that, if you choose wealth, where in it when it pertains to wealth that you can help provide a breakthrough with somebody. You got to break it down. In April, you just joined the challenge. Congrats to April. April actually joined the challenge. I think at what 11:59 p.m. last night, right before the deadline. So in April, you definitely have access to our first week of our challenge. It talks about that. You figuring out what your niche is. And you know what, ladies? I commend you, April, for asking that question because a lot of women do not launch courses, especially women of color, because we already do so much awesomeness, but we don't necessarily know, we don't really feel that what we do so well at is anything of value. Really, all women feel that way. I can't really say women of color. We feel like we don't feel that what we really do every day is really a value, and it is. It can absolutely help the trillions of people that are on social media right now get a huge breakthrough. Okay, so definitely go through that the challenge, and it's going to definitely help you with that tremendously. I mean, Catherine, and have you felt that way? Like before you started working with us, that you didn't really know if you could turn this, the LinkedIn thing into an actual program.
I fortunately knew I could turn it into a program.
Awesome.
Because I've had another coach that encouraged me, and I knew what I wanted to do. What I learned is that I was ready to have somebody really brand it, have somebody really, I struggle with the technology piece and how to get it out there to the world.
Absolutely.
And, I started stalking you guys about 6 months ago.
I remember seeing you.
And so I knew that when I finished with this coach that I was ready to go into a different direction. And I will never regret that call. And I was scared to do the call, but the first week I got so much value from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And whoops, as I throw that out, I got so much value from you guys, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, and I will say this is the first coaching thing that I have gone to my husband and said, here's the deal, instead of kind of doing it behind his back. I had that much confidence in what y'all could teach me. So I thought, I'm going to jump in. I'm doing everything that you say. And, with the little variations, I mean, I could have, probably gotten a little more money, but I was just so scared.
Mm-hmm.
But just the encouragement in the Facebook groups, just, it's just, I can't say enough. I mean, it's just awesome. And what y'all taught in that first week of me just sitting on that call, I was like, whoa. I mean, I'm even waking up at 4:00 in the morning and working on this stuff.
Absolutely.
So crazy.
I'm glad you mentioned that more money part, because that's how I felt when I got, started working with people. I'm like, well, if they paid me $500, I could have got $1,000.
Right. That was me. I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Like, what if I told him $1,000? Maybe I told him $2,000. You know what I mean? I'm like, and because sometimes when you see people pay you so fast, you're like,
I know.
Maybe I should, put a little bit more on that. But that's just a lesson to show that the next time you make sure that you charge effectively, because if one person is willing to pay you that fast, and there's 1,000 people this year that's going to be willing to pay you that fast, $3,000 times $3,000 times 1,000. What is that?
A lot of money.
More
money. You get it to me.
Yeah, it can happen.
That fire hose that they talk about. I mean, I do feel like I'm in the middle of the fire hose, and I have to kind of step away to get my bearings and then go back in it. But it's like what Rhonda and you said.
Yeah.
Especially in this challenge. 30 days. 30 days, you can do anything.
You can.
And, I'm in the 12-week program. If you're not in it, guys, you're crazy. Get in it. And but the 30 days, I even talked to my family. I told my kids, this is what's going to happen, and this is going to be the result. And and they were like, what? $30,000 in 30 days. And I said, I'm going for it. I'm going to get it. And so they're working with me. My husband has stepped up, and it is amazing because I think as women, we're afraid to, if you don't have that supportive husband, which I do, you're afraid to tell them what you're doing.
That's true.
Once you do, they back you 90% of the time. I mean, he's taking carpool, he's driving to play practice, he's, doing stuff because he knows I'm busy. And he knows for the next 30 days, leave me alone. If I wake up at 4 o'clock, don't tell me to come back to bed because I'm tired. That's what I'm doing. So.
Absolutely. And granted, like my story was different. I did not have a supportive husband when I initially started my business, because obviously, certain people have their own limiting beliefs about success, which is fine. But, like you just mentioned, Katherine, regarding the 30-day challenge, it's like we're teaching you guys to basically learn how to make $1,000 a day, which is totally possible. You've gotten a $3,000 client off of one webinar. People think in this day and age on social media, because everything is live streaming, everything is so digital, that you have to go live every single day, multiple times a day, and do so much work to get $100, right? Where you could do one webinar and get that 3K client. Like, it's different if you're using the correct marketing and the correct systems. It's a different way to do marketing where you're marketing to higher ticket people. Higher ticket people don't need to see you every day.
Right.
They don't.
I will tell you that on the webinar, so I can't imagine, but this particular webinar was one that I did in a company that I'm with, and he did not let me do an offer. Okay. So there was no offer. There was no lead magnet. There was nothing.
Wow.
So between my scripts and merging them with your scripts, and me talking and listening on how to talk to people better, I closed him in 30 minutes.
That's it.
So
that's it. People move when they have money. I mean, they do. When you're talking to somebody on the other end of the phone or on the other end of the Zoom who has that disposable income to give you, you could talk to them in 15 minutes. I mean, we do 15-minute consultations all the time because really that's the short amount of time to get people to move. Live stream is awesome. It's great to build that connection, but it's those back end conversations that you have with prospective clients that matters the most. And if people are working with people who are always going live every day, multiple times a day, it's best to ask, well, how are they reaching their clients, and are they going to have time to speak to me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in my Facebook Messenger, most of the majority of my day, and I love it. You know what I mean? Because I'm talking to people like yourself, like everyone else who is a top client of mine. So I'm very, very appreciative of that. And, you got to go all in, ladies. That's something that's so extremely important. Never be afraid to offer your best. If you want to give your best, if you want to say, listen, I want to be a coach and I want to give my best to my clients, you got to offer the best. Your passion has to match your price point. Your passion has to match your price point. And that's just how it works. So listen, everyone, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Katherine, so much again for joining me on the show. I will be back on again next Monday at 8. But for those of you, if you're ready to sort of start getting moving and learning where the gaps are in your business, or like, for example, April, who mentioned that, well, you want to be a mentor or coach, but you don't know what you're passionate about or what to teach or train somebody on, get on a book a call with me. We can have that conversation. It's a paid call because my time is valuable, and your time, you guys' time is valued as well. So yes, it absolutely is a paid call, but I'm definitely going to provide you guys a breakthrough, a revenue stream, and figure out where the gaps are at in your business. You're welcome, Tasha. So definitely book your consult with me immediately. Okay. So thank you, Katherine, for hopping on. We got class tomorrow, so I'm going to see you tomorrow. But definitely inbox me if something comes up. All right, guys. So as always, don't forget, get out there and dominate, because it's time to design a life that you deserve. And Katherine, if you could do us a favor and just let everybody know how they can connect with you, because I know a lot of people on here needs to be interested in LinkedIn.
Okay. I have 2 ways to connect with me on Facebook. It's Katherine Ann Clayton, the whole name. I also have my Dream, Believe, Achieve tribe.
Awesome.
And then I would love to connect with you on LinkedIn if you're over there. And it's Katherine Ann Clayton on LinkedIn.
Awesome, guys. Definitely make sure you guys connect with her. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having me.